Okay, let's do this.
Let's go!
Welcome to Kleschka Picks, week number 1. Now, I was going to end this series this year, but you guys were clamoring. You were hammering me to bring this series back. And let me tell you why I was thinking about ending it. I just wasn't that excited for football. I don't know. Baseball is always in my top 2. It's baseball and either football or basketball. And basketball, I really got into the past couple months, all of quarantine, and football kind of faded. I don't know why, but this comment right here really made a good point. And a lot of you down here made the vote pretty dang clear. So we are doing Kleschka Picks in 2020. It is an exciting season. That comment was right. So are you ready? Let's get it started. Chiefs and Texans. I think the final score of this game will be 34-20. Oh, hold on. Phone is ringing. Hold on. Oh, I got the score right? No way. But that game already happened? Oh, you're just reading the score from the actual NFL app? No. Okay, next game. Falcons and my Seahawks, baby. The Seahawks added Jamal Adams in the offseason. Ooh, I love that so much. One of the best safeties, giving me shades of Earl Thomas, shades of the Legion of Boom. Russell Wilson is always an MVP candidate every year, even though he never wins it. Come on, can we get Russell Wilson an MVP, please? I would love to see that for him in his career. Got the jersey on right now, repping my boy. We got a solid group of receivers. You got DK Metcalf, who's that big physical type that is going to make the rough catches. Tyler Lockett makes the deep catches. And I think we're a better team than the Falcons. Matt Ryan had his MVP year and really hasn't looked the same since. You got Julio Jones, who I think will still produce. He's still going to be an elite wide receiver. But Todd Gurley is a big question mark in my book. He's obviously been good in the past, but then he got injured, and he's been lingering kind of ever since, and I don't think he'll get back to that elite status. I think he'll be solid. I think he'll be a good running back, but I don't think we're going to see him put up numbers like he did before the injury. Anyways, I think the Seahawks will win this game 27-17. Packers and Vikings. The Vikings got a solid offense. They lost Stephon Diggs, but they still got Adam Thielen, great wide receiver. Kirk Cousins, who has shades of being really bad sometimes, but then most of the time you'll get a decent start and good games from him. And then you got Dalvin Cook, who really proved himself last year as a great running back. You go over to the Packers. Their running game is getting better. Aaron Jones is starting to lead the pack. Aaron Rodgers is starting to get some load taken off of him because of that. And he's getting older. You're not seeing that elite Aaron Rodgers every single game, but he's obviously still one of the better QBs up there. And the Packers really know how to put it together. But the defense of the Vikings is also pretty solid. I think this is going to be an offensive game. I don't think defense is going to rule this one. I think they're going to go back and forth all game long. But I think the Packers will come out on top, just barely beating the Vikings 30-27. Panthers and Raiders. This one is going to be an interesting one, especially not seeing Cam Newton on the Panthers. They got Teddy Bridgewater leading the way, who proved he can get the job done for another team, at least it seemed like he can when he was the backup for the Saints last year. The Raiders are in Las Vegas now, baby. Sin City. They got Derek Carr, Mariota. I'm sure Carr's going to start the season, but who knows? Maybe Mariota eventually finds his way in if Derek Carr slips up. Jason Witten has that veteran leadership there for the Raiders, and I really don't know. But based off what I saw Teddy Bridgewater doing last year when he was playing games for Drew Brees when he got injured, I think that the Panthers have the better advantage. This is also going to be a great game for young running backs, Josh Jacobs and Christian McCaffrey. I think they are going to take over the game. It's going to be a run-heavy offense for both teams, and I think obviously with Christian McCaffrey leading the way for the Panthers, that is going to be the better run-heavy offense. So I think Carolina will win 24-16. Colts and Jaguars, another kind of meh matchup. Phillip Rivers is now quarterbacking the Colts, which is so weird to see after he was the quarterback of the Chargers for so many years. He's obviously going to be remembered as a Charger, never as a Colt, but he is starting the 2020 season for them. In Jacksonville, they got Minshew Mania. Gardner Minshew, and that's about all I can really name off the top of my head. Leonard Fournette is gone, and I think the Colts got a way better offense. They have a bunch of running backs that they can really just swap in and out, and that's really going to help Phillip Rivers. You got T.Y. Hilton, who is a proven receiver. Obviously, he has not seen those kind of years in the past, but we know he can reach that status. T.Y. Hilton can get up there, and I think the Colts are going to take this one 23-10. Bears and Lions. The Bears, they got a great solid defense. They got Khalil Mack as their centerpiece. Eddie Jackson is also very solid. And the Lions, they got a strong arm quarterback in Matthew Stafford. They signed Adrian Peterson, which I don't really see as a move that's going to make a difference. He's getting old, but he can still get the job done. He gets a few solid yards every once in a while. Hopefully this is the year where Kerryon Johnson doesn't get injured. But every year it seems like the Lions just cannot put it together. Even though they may seem like they have it together, they're just going to fall apart. And I think the Bears defense is going to just strive here against the Lions in the first week. And I think the Bears will beat them 20-17. Browns and Ravens. Just like Odell Beckham, I believe the Browns are going to get done. The Ravens have Lamar Jackson as their quarterback, aka another running back. He is so good with his legs, and he has proven that he can do it with the arm too. That's not the only thing on their offense that is great. Mark Ingram, great attitude, great energy, great running back. You got Mark Andrews as a solid tight end. Hollywood Brown is proving that he could be one of the next great wide receivers. And Cleveland, every year, you guys, especially last year, you guys put these pieces together, you get people hyped, and then that hype train falls off the rails and nobody wants anything to do with you. Baker Mayfield has to have a rebound season if they want people to take them seriously. When you got Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Austin Hooper, Nick Chubb, the pieces are there for you. You just got to take control and fix it. But the Ravens are so strong offensively, I don't think they're going to be able to lose to the Browns. Baltimore beats Cleveland 31-13. Bills and Jets. The Jets. Those freaking Jets. Sam Darnold is their quarterback. He really has not been able to find his stride yet in the NFL. He's hoping that this will be the year. Le'Veon Bell's in the backfield for him, so you got a proven running back. And that's about all you got. You traded away your best player in your safety. And the Bills, they're pretty solid. Josh Allen is a decent quarterback, got a strong arm, and you know who's going to love receiving those passes? Stephon Diggs. That's a great add at the wide receiver position, and their defense is also good. What's his name? Tre'Davious White, one of the best corners in football, and the pieces around that are very good and solid. So with the Bills defense and the addition of Stephon Diggs and their good mix of running backs, I think the Bills are going to be able to trump these Jets and beat them 24-13. Dolphins and Patriots. A Patriots team without Tom Brady. It feels so good. Maybe they will finally have a losing season. Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? I can picture it right now. Woo! That would be great. But you can never doubt Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick might be able to coach anybody to success. Cam Newton is the quarterback for the Patriots this year. But I am getting on the Tua hype. I think this is going to be a great first week for Tua, and I think he's going to shut up a lot of people. I think he's going to go out there against this new look New England team, and he is going to get that lefty sling, and he's just going to get those touchdowns. Tua, I think, is not going to see... I don't think we're going to see him struggle, honestly. I think in the first week. Who knows? Maybe further in the season, yeah. But the first week, I think he's coming out of the gates hot, and I think he is going to absolutely go back and forth with this New England team and come out on top, beating Cam Newton and Bill Belichick 27-23. Eagles and the Washington football team. The Washington football team. That is the best they could come up with. Oh my god, I can't wait to see their uniforms. I have no idea what they look like in action. I have not seen any of that yet. But wow, this is going to be a weird year for DC. The Eagles, though, they got Carson Wentz not injured, and he has proven that he can play as an MVP-type quarterback when fully healthy. That injury, though, has kind of hindered his talent, but obviously he's still more talented than what the Redskins got. Either way, I think this is going to be a season to forget for the Washington football team, and I think the Eagles are going to beat them 28-20. Chargers and Bengals. Chargers, this could be a season to forget for you too. No more Phillip Rivers. No more Melvin Gordon. You still got Keenan Allen, and you drafted Justin Herbert, who could be good. Who knows? But Tyrod Taylor's probably going to start week 1, and if he starts, going down in stock, then I believe Justin Herbert will take over. On the other end, we got the number 1 pick. We got Joe Burrow, one of the swaggiest, record-breaking quarterbacks in college, is on the Cincinnati Bengals, and I don't think he's going to light up the world here against the Chargers, even though that is highly possible, very highly possible. I think he will still get the win and do a solid job. I think he is going to feel way more rookie pressure, and I think he's just going to do decent. Not amazing, not bad, but against the Chargers team, I think him and the Bengals can get a victory. He's also got solid pieces around him, a good wide receiver core with Tyler Boyd, AJ Green, Joe Mixon could shine this year. So with the Chargers looking down, I think the Bengals are looking up and gonna get a victory here, 20-13. Buccaneers versus Saints. Tom Brady versus Drew Brees, but not the normal Tom Brady versus Drew Brees, not Patriots Saints. Yes, that's right. Remember, everybody, Tom Brady is in Tampa Bay, and that forced Gronk, not forced, but that made him want to come out of retirement and play with his boy Brady in Tampa. That's crazy. That's crazy. They also got Leonard Fournette, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin were already there. So that offense is looking scary. It is looking very scary if you ask me. But remember, I say this every year. Tom Brady's getting older, but he also defies the laws of age every single year. Tom Brady could start declining. We've seen it in the past couple of years, but he still gets the job done. Who knows? This could be the fall off. Maybe without Bill Belichick, he does not succeed. But Tom Brady has proven that he is a great quarterback, one of the best to play the game. Drew Brees, though, is also solid. Drew Brees has Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, great group of guys. They signed Emmanuel Sanders as another receiver, and I really think that they are going to take it over Tampa Bay 27-23. Just because I don't want to get on the hype train for Tampa Bay right away. I need to see something before I can lock it in and guarantee that this team is going to be crazy good. 49ers and Cardinals. Those freaking 49ers, man. That is probably the team I dislike the most. My biggest hatred, my biggest rival. I'm a Seahawks fan, dude. It's natural. It is natural. The Cardinals, they got Kyler Murray and a great receiver for him in the offseason, DeAndre Hopkins. That run game is also looking pretty good with Kenyon Drake and Chase Edmonds. Them back and forth last year were very good. I don't know who's going to get the, first on the depth chart this year, but either way, I'm sure they're going to split and they're both going to do a great job. So the offense looks solid. However, the 49ers, they don't play around, bro. Jimmy Garoppolo, decent QB. He doesn't light up the world, he just gets the job done, and he lets his defense really do a load of the work. They got a strong, talented defense. That line is amazing, led by Bosa. My goodness, he's going to get sack all year long. And that defense, I believe, can hold down this Cardinals offense. They got the players on the 49ers offense like George Kittle. Who's the running back? I'm blanking right now. Breda's in Miami, but I'm forgetting the other guy. Mostert, I believe, will have a solid season. And the receivers, what's his name? I don't know. They got a solid offense, okay? That's the point. The defense is good enough to stop the Cardinals, so I think the 49ers will win 30-24. Rams and Cowboys. This is the first game that will be played in the Rams' new stadium, and my goodness, this thing looks amazing. But, the Rams, they don't look that amazing to me. Jared Goff, I really do not like getting behind the hype of Jared Goff. I don't believe he's as talented as people say he is, and they overhype him a ton. Probably because he's in Los Angeles, probably because Todd Gurley was his running back for the first couple of years. Their wide receivers are good. Cooper Kupp, great wide receiver. I love Cooper Kupp. But the Cowboys, they're the 8-8 team. People make fun of them every year for that. They go 8-8, and sometimes they make playoffs, sometimes they don't. Dak was begging for this big contract all offseason, and I don't think he's getting it now after that Mahomes contract. Sheesh! sheesh. Yeah, if he's getting that much money, you're probably not getting the money you think you deserve. They got Zeke, though, who really does deserve the money, and he is one of the best running backs in football. Zeke is great. You got Gallup in the wide receiver core. You got Amari Cooper, who are both good. And like I said, I'm not buying the Rams hype. I think the Cowboys are better than the Rams. I think they are going to beat them 27-20. Steelers and Giants. Big Ben is back this year for the Steelers. They got James Conner, who is young and is proving he's a great running back. Juju is leading the wide receiver core. And they also added Eric Ebron, who next to Vance McDonald will make a great double tight end duo. And on the other side, we got the Giants, who are led by young Daniel Jones, but mainly Saquon Barkley. One of the, besides McCaffrey, number one, and then they got Barkley right under him at number 2. I think that is a great running back, but I don't think this team is put together enough to beat the Steelers, especially with their solid defense behind TJ Watt, Minkah Fitzpatrick. That team is good defensively, and even though Ben's getting old, I still think the offense will be above average, and I think it is enough to beat the Giants 23-13. And finally, Titans and Broncos. The Titans were so close to the Super Bowl last year, but they could not finish. Derrick Henry is one of the biggest, muscliest, strongest running backs in football, and he proved that last year. The Broncos, they don't really have a running back like that. They're led by Drew Lock, who got a rookie wide receiver in the draft, and that offense, it's not going to click this year. They lost Von Miller, which is a huge hit to their defense. The Titans are just too talented. Ryan Tannehill looks good in their offense. They got A.J. Brown, who is also a great receiver, and Derrick Henry is going to lead that run game. He's literally going to put the team on his back. That's how strong he is, and he's going to carry them to victory. I think, especially with Von Miller out, they're going to use him a lot, and I think the Titans will beat the Broncos 31-17. All right, Kleschka Crew, that is Kleschka Picks Week 1. If you have not seen my merch yet, go check it out. Links in the bio. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me your favorite team in the comments if you made it to the end of this video. And like I say almost every single year, this was another reason I was kind of avoiding Kleschka Picks. No hate towards anybody's team, except maybe the 49ers. But I'm not throwing hate at anybody. This is just picks that I'm predicting, my opinion. No hate, okay? Because some of you come after me in the comments and you're like, calm down, bro. I'm just making picks. I'm making predictions. Friendly picks every single week. Like the video, subscribe, tell your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, your pets, your friends, your mom, everybody you know. Everybody you know. And I will see you next time. I got this.